it's constantly argued, and you yourself have said that we're doing this for oil and for the resources. My question to you is, what is the possibility that we actually have other motives? We're driven by other motives of genocide, of anti-Islamic interests, hegemony over a different culture?
I think it's partly natural resources. I also think it's an assertion of military power, and it's indicating that we can do it if we want to. In much the same way as the war in Iraq in 2003 was in part occasioned by oil, but it was also an assertion of military power and military superiority.
But it's about conquering Islam. It's a war against Islam, is my question.
No, I don't think it is. I don't think it's as simple as that. I don't think it is fundamentally a war on Islam. I think it's become a war on culture that people are trying to exert themselves.
Thank you for your time. Could you just say your name?
Jeremy Corbyn, MP.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
That cluster bombs would not be used and depleted uranium weapons would not be used. No such guarantee was offered. Depleted uranium was used in the Gulf War in 1991. Look at the levels of cancer in southern Iraq now. Depleted uranium weapons, when they're followed by a fire and a firestorm, end up with very, very dangerous fallout. That is the legacy we're going to leave to the people of Libya. And it seems to me that this invasion, and it is an invasion in reality, is really all about oil, it's all about control, and it's all about a message to the rest of the world and the rest of the region that we can do it if we want to. I fear that we will be involved in a ground war in some way or the other. We'll possibly be involved in the partition of Libya. We'll certainly be involved in a great deal of theft of Libyan oil and Libyan resources. But what also really gets me is the unbelievable levels of hypocrisy surrounding this whole event. Yesterday, 30 people died in Yemen. Last week, numbers died in Oman. Many have died in Bahrain. Saudi Arabian forces are occupying Bahrain at the present time. The Arab League apparently supported the no-fly zone over Libya. Tell me which leader of the Arab League is not under pressure for people wanting human rights, decency, democracy and accountability in their own country. Who exactly are the leaders of the Arab League to say anything other than they're scared of their own existence, their own future and their own lives? I was in Tunisia and I talked to the young people there on the streets who bravely managed to get rid of their president, hopefully to bring about a better and different future for Tunisia. But the forces of Securitate are fighting back. They want to retain their power. No wonder those people supported what the West is doing in Libya at the present time. Multiply that all across the region. I tell you, you reap what you sow. We have been supplying arms to Bahrain, to Saudi Arabia, to Oman, to Yemen, every single country in the region. 3 weeks ago, this country was happily trading with, investing with, buying from Libya and Colonel Gaddafi. He was not an enemy 3 weeks ago. It's all happened remarkably quickly and with remarkable levels of hypocrisy. We cannot complain about human rights abuses by unaccountable, unelected dictators if we arm them, we supply them, we profit from them, and we happily consort with them. The hypocrisy, the stench of hypocrisy, is something that gets on my nerves beyond belief. Tomorrow, Parliament will be debating this. We've tabled what we consider to be a very reasoned amendment, pointing out a number of the things that I've just said. But above all, the West's hypocrisy surrounding human rights in Libya and in the whole region. That's why this is not a solution, it's not the right thing to do, it's not the right way forward. Western involvement brought about most of the problems. Colonialism drew the boundaries, and the West has exploited the natural resources ever since and kept puppets in power to continue that supply. We say, support the peoples of the entire region who are rising up against autocracy and unemployment in equal measure, rising up with a thirst for a pan-Arab unity that doesn't have an agenda written in London, Paris, Washington or anywhere else in the world. It's written by the peoples of that region. That's why I'm against Western involvement. That's why I'm against the hypocrisy. That's why I'm so pleased there's a goodly number of us here today to stand up and say just that. Thank you very much.